A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to the Super Goon Experience. If you're joining me on this cold November night, welcome. Here today with a couple special guests. Familiar face Christian Patron Tony, and another special guest, Joseph Michael Lee, director of Manderson, also known for Blood Brothers, and it's another one, Joe. Another one.
That's it, man.
Blood Brothers, Manderson, and Whispers of the Wind. That's right, Whispers of the Wind. Why couldn't I think of that? Welcome, guys. Single file. Can't fit if you do side to side, so you got to do single file. So,
Well, thanks for having me.
not a problem. Christian Patron Tony, you're a little quiet. I want to say thank you.
No, I'm not going to say thank you, but
It's been a while.
none of us are intoxicated or high this time. This is all natural.
This is a journey.
This is a
Sobriety here.
sober November.
Honestly, that's probably why there's no topic yet.
November.
It's
November.
We talk about-
Sovember. I like that.
I was
Sovember.
talking earlier with my girlfriend about a certain topic that I found annoying in the world. I thought I'd shed some light upon it here.
What's that?
Media, and by media I mean like the news stations, and I have like this like theory that they're all like working together, you know, and can we really like they're controlled by companies, the news stations is what do you think about that?
What companies? What companies are they controlled from?
Like, whatever advertises them, they say what the companies want them to say. News stations are monopoly, Joe. Mind control,
Chill.
indoctrination.
I'm gonna pick that up.
It's Fox News, CNN.
What's wrong with Fox News?
They're all the same.
No, I disagree with you. I think Fox News is very, like, right-leaning, you know?
Well, yeah.
Well, like,
Well,
CNN's, like, very
every
left.
news station is biased. There's
What would you say, Joe? Would you say they're all biased? I mean,
Yeah, to a certain degree, yes.
if you check, like, your sources, though,
You
like,
ever-
does that make it biased?
You
Like,
always-
if I say that a Puerto Rican man shot up a Mexican grill, is that biased because the man's Puerto Rican and he shot up a Mexican
that's the
grill?
point I wanted to make.
Or am I just reporting
Like,
the news? You
On
know?
the news, you always see white cop kills black man. That's all you see, though. You don't see the other side of the story where the black man kills a white guy. They don't put that on there. They just
Well, the
want.
statistics are public, though. I mean,
Well,
you could look
they're
it up. You
public,
could
but-
look at the statistics.
But for those idiots that don't look at statistics, they're being mind controlled by the news to think
Well, yeah.
a certain way.
Well, yeah, that's like your grandma watching
Basically,
the news.
the news caters to the stupid people. It indoctrinates them, confuses them, leads them down the wrong path.
That's mainly what the news
That's what.
is
Yeah,
for.
yeah. Like
It's
that's.
false.
when it comes down to it.
I
That's
mean,
why
they
I
like
watch the news.
they like manipulate your vote and you're like they manipulate like your rights. If you think about it,
The news never. It's always fucking one-sided. It's always against a certain type of people. They don't report on the news. They tell you what they want you to hear so that you do what they want you to do, and the companies pay them what they want to be paid. Sum it all up.
yeah. Well, I feel like
It's
there's
true.
like people inside the news though that like don't stand for that. Like I feel
Well,
like there's like people trying to
I mean, there are
outsource and like
reporters.
like
they're-
reporters.
it's
They
not
go
their-
and like get their own
For
information.
the most part, it's not the reporter's fault. They're told what to read. They're given what to read, and they read it.
Yeah, and if you go off
But they
that,
don't. They don't always. All reporters don't believe what they say. They report. They just. They're told what to say. They have a little screen there. They read off of that. They just have a good voice. They look good. That's why. I mean,
Yeah, it's like puppets.
yeah.
they're puppets to the bigger the company.
puppet
whoever-
masters, man.
It's all a company. If you think about it, the news
It's a
needs to
one
make
world government.
Society.
the news.
It's
The,
one
new-
big
like,
company.
the news needs to make money somehow, right?
Mhm.
They do that by getting views.
Right.
But views won't do it. You need to have advertisements.
They do. It's called commercials.
Now the companies.
That's lobbying right there.
The companies pay the news stations money to put their ads on the news, right?
Yeah.
You ever think that the companies like play a hand at what they want the news to say about their product?
Well, if you look at, like, say it was the 1960s again, you would have had, if we were turning on TV and it was 1965, we'd have 15 commercials between the segment of whatever you're watching about fucking, smoke cigarettes,
Yeah.
chew tobacco, this and that. Obviously, we've come far enough where the Surgeon General warnings are just too much of a big deal, and like it's like you can't. Obviously, it's like ridiculous to be in 2018 and talk about cigarette use like that. You don't see cigarette commercials these days.
Yeah.
But where we're at now, who knows where we'll be in the 2030s, 2040s. Like looking back, hey, 2018, we were.
Well, they're advertising like Juuls and shit now. It's
They're
like
not. I've never seen
they?
one.
It's like
advertised.
history
I've never
repeats
seen
itself.
I've never seen an advertisement.
I've never seen an advertisement.
how often do you watch TV?
All the time. All the time. They don't advertise Juuls. You can buy them.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've
Like,
seen a few advertisements
Okay,
for
like
Juuls.
maybe on like the internet, but like,
Especially like
there's no
YouTube ads and
yeah,
stuff like that.
There's no TV commercials.
Oh, sure there is, man. Like electronic cigarettes,
Okay.
not Juuls, but like electronic cigarettes. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
vapes a long time ago.
I've seen blue, but
Vapes been around for like 10 years.
But they're like advertising it as something good, when in reality
the
it's like
difference,
smoking a
though.
pack anyway.
Well, here's the first of all, it's not. Here's the difference between, a Marlboro ad from fucking 1965 and a blue e-cigarette ad from 2008. The difference is the commercial back then was about, like, for example, what you would see in a Monster Energy commercial nowadays.
right.
Like, hey, it's youthful, it makes you sexy, it's fun, it's something
used to
cool to
fucking
do.
support
Nowadays, you see a blue commercial and it's like, it's all about geared towards
Getting away from cigarettes,
quitting
right?
smoking.
Yeah.
Which is true, which
right.
is partly it's false advertising. You're going to have advertising, like stipulations concerning that, like bending the truth just a little bit. But for the most part, it's not false advertising. It's better. It's still better than, at the end of the day, it's better than smoking cigarettes.
Advertisements also change with degeneration because I know now that beer is actually on the decline right now in the market. Millennials don't like to drink beer, like past people, like
Oh, I feel like there's a lot of college kids still drinking.
Well, yeah, but like millennials, like people in their like mid 20s right now, they don't like beer. So like, beer commercials are trying to like, beer commercials are trying to change to make their beer like seem more healthy and adventurous.
Beer commercials
and
always
shit.
change. They always change.
Well, yeah, it's changing.
They're
with
always
what-
different.
It's changing with time.
It always
How
changes.
people,
Yeah,
I know
everything
it's
changes.
changing
man.
with how people are growing up.
Of course, it's like you watch SpongeBob now versus 10 years ago.
Well,
it's hindered towards like a modern generation.
Let me go back.
So there's modern jokes.
Let me go back to the news. I have another question. Do you think that companies play just a hand in the news, or do you think they're like the bigger part? Like maybe they control the news, perhaps.
The bigger part.
Well, no, because
part of
the companies are being controlled by someone else anyway. So
And-
they play a role, but it's not the companies just do what they're being told.
What about the company's role? Companies' role in. I mean, we live in a capitalistic society. What about like the government? Do you think like companies play a big role in the government? Like
No, I think they do. I think it's the role in the government. Like
business
what we
is-
have pushing forward with like decisions, like laws,
Yeah.
acts, things like that. It's all geared towards mass media.
I could see a future where the world is run by corporation. Well, it already basically
It
is.
already is.
But I'm talking about like government's gone and corporation takes over completely.
Yeah, I mean, we damn near had that at the Industrial Revolution. That was what the filibusters and not filibusters, trust busters.
History repeats itself, man.
I mean, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that point where it's getting
The
ridiculous.
news could also be fucked in the sense that, take a successful man, any successful man, right? Donald Trump, let's say for example, I don't know, any man that's successful, a politician.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. Now, any girl can come on the news and say he raped me 20 years ago.
Right.
No, nothing can prove that.
See, this is a whole different topic. The whole rape thing right now.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the news.
You know what Donald Trump said just recently?
Huh.
He said It's a scary thought to be a young man today.
It is. Because right now, any woman come into your life that doesn't like you, say you raped them a few years ago, they can't prove that you did or didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's guilty to
So,
innocent.
but they can't prove it. There's no DNA. So now you gotta, like, people just off your word have to trust you. Imagine politicians, they can't even run, some of them, because a woman that doesn't support their views
People's careers
came in and
gone.
say, he raped me, crying rape. But he never met her before.
Yeah, that's really fucked.
And it only happens with successful people. And then everyone hates them. It's all over the magazines.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sex scandals. That's what the news does. They take a politician that they don't want running for their station, and they say that they've done. It's lying, basically. They're lying. It should be illegal.
Yeah, well, if there's no way to prove it, then you're
Fake
fine,
news.
though.
Fake news is based. I'm trying to get
Okay,
it. Fake
well,
news.
like if I was like Elon Musk right now, let's say,
Yeah.
and say I fucked a girl like 20 years ago, and now that I'm a successful rich guy, she's either doing it to get a lawsuit out of it to get money, or she's doing it because she doesn't like me and she doesn't want to see
'Cause
me
you
up
broke
there.
up,
And
maybe.
now hang on.
A little bit of both.
I'm not done. So, Elon Musk, being the man that he is, he's not going to, he wouldn't back down from an accusation like that. So if he fought it, then he looks like even worse because like he's trying to defend his honor. So like you're at that position now where like if you defend yourself, you're fucked, and if you don't defend yourself, you're fucked.
it's almost
So-
impossible to regain that type
So
of honor you had.
even if a girl, so let's say I was successful and a girl says that I raped her, that's all fine and dandy, but where's the evidence? Where's the proof?
And-
So even if there's no proof, then why should Elon Musk have to worry?
And in the meantime,
Why should anybody have to worry?
In the meantime, I did look up Juul commercials. They don't exist.
Blue commercials.
Blue?
Yeah,
What's blue?
it's an electronic cigarette. Look up electronic cigarette TV commercial.
That's the only ones I've seen. Like a guy walking down the beach with a nice fucking
Yeah.
button-down shirt, and he's ripping a blue.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can quit smoking today.
Live like a healthy, happier
Well,
life.
how long ago was that?
I don't know, man. I couldn't give you the exact
Probably
date.
years ago.
No, they're
No,
they're all
they're
the
all
time.
over. They're on the TV.
I'm
Do you
just
ever
saying-
watch TV?
Not really. Well, it's all streaming now.
Yeah, that's true. But they still have ads for streaming.
Yeah.
They got ads on YouTube.
I can't watch a YouTube video without fucking skipping an ad every 5 seconds.
You know, which sucks.
It does suck.
Well, I mean, they gotta make money somehow.
I don't have to make money. YouTube was free at one point.
Yeah.
It's just a place for
Well, guess what?
content creators
Take
to
away-
post their stuff.
Take away the ads, no one's gonna want to post anymore.
Well, that was before people started making money, like critics and
Now
stuff.
people no. Some YouTubers just do it for money. What? Take your favorite YouTuber, take away the ads, he quits.
That's not true.
It's a job now. You can't just make
No,
videos.
that's true.
You can't just edit videos for 5 hours a day, put them up.
Yeah,
That's
but
your job.
Okay, YouTube took ads away from Nelk.
Okay.
Okay, but
They
they
did
made
something
their
wrong.
own website.
Yeah. But would you really sit around for 6 hours a day editing a video, posting it?
The
For-
way to
for
get
fun?
around that nowadays is Patreon. They always say like, "Hey, Patreon."
Or advertise like clothes.
Well,
you
yeah,
make or
I'm
something.
saying though, they're not
Yeah,
going to
but
do it
that's
for
not
free.
nearly, like,
People aren't
enough.
going to do hard work for hours a day editing videos for free.
People do it all the time.
But yeah, they aspire to get money though. It's
Or
either they're making
aspire
money
to do something they love.
for money.
No.
They don't do. They're not doing it for themselves.
So you're telling me
They want
we did
success.
Super Goons even though we
We were
didn't
trying.
love
We
it?
wanted to be famous. We talked about it every day.
It wasn't about the money at that point.
I know, not
it
the
was
money,
about
but-
making fun,
But
cool,
we wanted
funny
to be
videos
famous
for our friends.
We knew if we were famous though. We talked about movies before. Super Goon movies.
Yeah, that would be fun. That's
Yeah.
all fine and dandy.
That's why we made it.
But look
though.
back in 30 years.
We
We have a platform now, YouTube, where we can go back and watch things we made from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Unless YouTube shuts down.
Well, you have the videos backed up either way. I mean, there's always going to be a streaming thing there. There's always going to be, maybe not YouTube,
Yeah,
but let's say
that's-
YouTube 2, for example.
I mean, that's the way I look at it.
It's just cool to have those there. It's like memories that you're captured
All I'm trying to say
on the
is
web.
most YouTubers would quit right now if they couldn't make money.
Yeah, well, maybe so, but I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers out there who strive to just do it for fun.
Well, yeah, the very few.
Like Joe's not making money, and he's still making movies and videos and
I know,
shit.
but I bet he wishes that it got out and he became famous.
Or he
Yeah,
doesn't.
but even if I never did, it wouldn't stop me from continuing.
You're a content creator. That's what you do. For money, for not, it's still
I'm
there.
talking though.
It's content.
If you don't have a job, and this is your job, you spend 8 hours a day making videos.
But they chose that. They chose to do the YouTube
PewDiePie
thing.
doesn't make videos just to make videos. He does it to sell his merchandise,
Yeah.
to sell his app, to
Yeah.
sell his...
Yeah, but that didn't happen overnight, though.
Yeah. Like, he fought for that.
He probably had
Exactly.
fucking 10 years.
And he
down the
edited
drain.
all those, like, videos of him doing Outlast. That's what got him famous.
I mean, he sat in front of a
He
camera.
wasn't making money then.
Well, yeah.
But he sat through those
Okay.
playthroughs and playthroughs and playthroughs
When he-
over and over until he
Yeah.
got millions of views.
When he was playing COD, though, you just sit in front of you don't edit anything. You sit in front of a face cam and post it.
That's not true, dude. When PewDiePie did
PewDiePie
his
even
face
came out
cam,
and said that.
it took a lot of time, though, for him to
dude,
make those, dude.
PewDiePie came out and said...
Well, compared to his editing now, yeah.
He doesn't edit. He pays...
Yeah, I
people
know
to
he
edit for
pays
him.
an editor, but still.
The editor's...
It's different. He had to do those back then. He still had to make those videos back
He
then.
barely edited back then.
Barely editing
So-
versus compared to what he does now, yes.
To what he does now, he doesn't do it. He pays people.
You know what I fucking mean.
I'm just saying.
Compared to the editing process now that he did back then,
Hey, take money
he
away
still
from,
edited.
Take the money away from YouTube, YouTube's destroyed. That's all I'm saying.
No, 10 years ago there was no money in YouTube.
Yeah. It was just a free streaming website where you can share
Now
your
there is though.
content.
No, I'm saying you gave them the money, and now you can't take it away. If you take it away, everyone's done.
No, the people I've seen that got demonetized, they just continue on.
Yeah.
But
It's
they
like-
make it. They still make money through.
They're just
their
like, hey,
merchandise.
let's do Patreon.
Yeah, but they make another way, and that's fine
let's
because
do
they have the
Patreon,
views.
Let's do
Right.
fucking
But you take
clothing
away,
lines.
you absolutely take away all the money from PewDiePie. Give him $0 making YouTube videos. He has to get a job.
Or he can just sell his product because he has millions of viewers.
Yeah, he sells it on YouTube.
No, he
does it
doesn't.
for money.
He has a website
Oh my. Yeah, that he advertises.
that he advertises on YouTube for free. Yes.
Yeah.
So why does YouTube need money then?
If he couldn't advertise on YouTube, he wouldn't be on YouTube.
What are you talking about? So you're telling me he can't make a video where he says, "Hey, buy my product"? That's not a YouTube advertisement. That's a PewDiePie advertisement
but he-
on YouTube.
But he also makes videos.
Yeah.
They don't all get demonetized. He makes when a video doesn't get demonetized by PewDiePie, he makes thousands of dollars.
Okay, but when it's unmonetized, he's still making money because he's getting views, and those people are seeing
Yeah.
him sell his product.
He would have quit and got a real job by now. If PewDiePie, if YouTube never gave him money, he would have had a different job by now.
I disagree.
You think he would have kept going for 10 years with no money?
No, I think
You think he
I
would've
think
eventually got a
eventually he
job?
would have got smart and said, "Okay, I'm going to start making shit and selling my own product
No.
because I have 10 million viewers."
No,
That
before he
are
had 10
watching
million
my
viewers,
shit.
when he had thousands
It
of
doesn't
subscribers.
matter. When you have 1,000 people that want to buy a $10 hat.
Right, he would have eventually got a job if YouTube never paid him.
Well, he did have a job. That's the whole thing.
He worked and did YouTube.
Yeah, but he quit his job to do YouTube.
Yeah,
when he blew up.
when he
That's
was
what I'm
making
saying.
money.
I know, but would he have quit his job if YouTube didn't pay him? No, he would have kept
No.
working his job.
Well, obviously not.
And now the quality, now his content is better because he can work for YouTube.
Right. Well, and he's making bank.
He's
If
Big
I know,
buck.
but if YouTube didn't pay them, they couldn't make the quality content they do.
But I disagree because I feel like they can sell their own product.
Okay, well, not all YouTubers sell stuff,
They could.
but not all of them do.
Okay.
Some do videos just for
Well, if they're complaining about being demonetized, do something else. Start a Patreon.
they get jobs.
Or start a Patreon.
Okay,
So say you have 10,000 viewers and you
Sometimes-
start a Patreon, $1 per viewer, do the math.
not every viewer is gonna.
Okay, let's just say as an example, let's do half of fucking 10,000.
Not
So-
even half. Probably like a handful of people would do Patreon. I never done a Patreon before.
You could, you just choose not to.
Yeah. have
There's
you?
people out there who, you ever watch a stream?
Who do you
Yeah,
subscribe to on
yeah.
Patreon?
You
I've
see those
watched
people fucking donate
this dude I watched,
$10,
Brandon-
$5,
Yeah,
Brandon
but
Tucker
$100.
would they stream if they don't make money?
Yeah?
No.
Yes.
Streaming is probably the easiest fucking mode
Well, yeah.
to do.
You can stream and make fucking $100.
But I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try at it. I wouldn't try to entertain
Stream
people.
isn't editing.
I wouldn't want to read people's comments and have a conversation with them.
Why not?
Because I'm just
Well,
at that point I'm just sitting on a.
So you're just in it
hours.
for the money then?
Yeah, well,
But you're,
I need
you're sitting
money.
in front of a TV for 8 hours.
Twitch
so what's the
people-
difference?
Twitch streamers do that for
You're
a living.
sitting in front of
Okay.
Twitch watching them for 8
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
when
guess
you can
what?
start your own.
People that are on Twitch right now, famous Twitch streamers, Ninja for example, if he wasn't making money on Twitch, what would he do?
Make money some other
A job. He'd get a job.
or sell a product because he has 10
You
billion
can't
people who
make
watch his videos.
all your money selling products.
Why couldn't you? Walmart sells products,
To get to the point where you can sell products, you have to already be famous.
and he is
Yeah, he got that way by working hard at Twitch, right?
by getting viewers,
Yes.
by
Yeah.
being funny and creative.
Yes, but
Not for it has
But
nothing to
no.
do with money.
when he was small though.
Has nothing to do with money.
Oh yeah.
No,
It does.
it doesn't.
Twitch is all about money.
No, it's not. I don't have to pay to start a Twitch. How's Twitch about money? It's a free streaming service.
Famous Twitch people. If you took the money away from famous Twitch streamers, guaranteed to be a massive decline.
But Twitch
in
isn't paying them. The viewers are paying them.
Okay. YouTube though, YouTube pays them. The ads do. Take away the ads completely, massive decline in YouTube. Guarantee you. I guarantee you that. There'd be a massive decline.
there already was demonetization.
Yeah.
YouTube
the
demonetized-
apocalypse
in, like-
destroyed YouTube.
In like 2016.
Yeah.
All
and
these
there's been a steady decline.
all these huge YouTubers.
But YouTube's doing it to themselves.
I know.
These people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
Because years ago, I wouldn't have to worry about putting fucking Ocean Man,
Alright.
the song, in a video, but now since you do it, you're fucked.
Oh, wait, guess what? I'll ask you a question right now. Take all the money from YouTube and just say it's a free website that no one makes any money from, okay? Do you think every YouTuber would stay on here? There would be a massive decline.
It depends. Probably not a person like fucking Logan Paul or some shit because you can just tell that they're in it for the money.
plenty
But
of people
I'm
are.
saying for the people, for the content creators that are in it for creating
Okay,
content.
so you take away half of YouTube, basically.
for creating content.
You're taking
well,
away
fuck the YouTubers who are in it for the money. They don't care about anybody.
Like you'd sit there for 8 hours a day editing a video for free.
If I fucking wanted to and I was passionate about what I like to do, then yes. And you don't edit for 8 hours.
Well, you
I don't think
need a
anybody
job, too.
edits for 8 hours.
Are you kidding? There are YouTubers that do crazy videos, animation.
You edit for fucking. You sit
Yeah,
there for 8 hours
YouTubers
straight.
there are YouTubers that do animation. They make their own animations and cartoons.
Yeah, but that's a different type of thing. I'm talking. Okay,
they don't
like
make
PewDiePie.
money-
PewDiePie's editing doesn't take 8 fucking hours.
He doesn't do it.
It regardless, an
Oh, yeah.
editor it doesn't take 8 hours for anything.
animators.
Yeah, but we're not. I'm not talking animation.
There are YouTubers that do
Yeah,
animation.
yeah.
So if they don't make money on their videos, they spent their whole day making this.
Chill with this. The phone's right here. It's picking that up.
I'm just saying money plays a part in YouTube. That's all I'm trying to say.
So you're okay. So you're telling me the people. You ever watch ADSF?
Yes.
Those stick figures.
Yeah.
You know how long ago those were created? Like 9 years ago, before there was advertisements on any videos on
Yeah, those
YouTube.
are stick figures.
It doesn't matter. It's animation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, why would somebody, aka the person who made those 1 through 9 ADSF movies, make those without getting paid?
Now they're probably getting paid.
Because they're fucking passionate about their fucking stick figure animation. Because they like to do it because they find it funny.
Half YouTubers may be, but the other half aren't.
I think it's probably more close to 15%.
I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers who do
Alright,
it just because
look
they
at
like
this
to do
shit.
it.
I'm gonna show you a
I
video.
don't think you're
Let's
watching
show you
Why are
a
we
video.
showing the video?
I'm just showing you an example real quick. Somebody made this not a few years ago. This is an animation.
Okay.
They drew all this. They hand drew all this.
Okay. Click the video real quick. Click the video. Go ahead. Where are the ads?
What do you mean?
Where's the ad?
There
There's
are
no ad on this video.
There are
There
none.
was when it started.
Yeah, there was. The beginning of this had an ad,
Okay.
so he got money off this. Of course he did. Look at this. Probably took him years
This
to
is
make.
all copyrighted.
What?
Star Wars copyrighted.
This man made this all hand drawn though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's got Star Wars symbols and
So
Star
what?
Wars music,
This didn't get copyrighted.
Star Wars sound
loved
effects.
this. George Lucas approved of this.
but it's not George Lucas. It's Disney.
Not even, no. When this was made, it wasn't.
How long ago was this made?
9 years ago. This guy hand drew all this shit. He wouldn't do it.
I doubt this was 9 years ago. Show me the date. Show me the date.
Oh, sorry, 3 years ago.
Oh,
3 years ago,
Disney owned it.
though. Okay, so what? Disney approved of this. Look
I
at
don't
that
know,
shit.
man.
This looks better than shit actual Star Wars can make, honestly.
It's all anime. It's like guitar
You're
riffs
saying
and
this isn't
shit.
hard work?
No, it's hard work. But it's. I don't know. I mean, they probably did it because they like Star Wars and wanted to draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they wanted to promote themselves.
Okay.
For money, eventually.
I don't think so, man. See, I think you're missing the big picture here of what YouTube
Speaking
actually
of
is
pictures,
as a platform.
Speaking of pictures, your dad draws pictures, right?
Okay.
Is he passionate about it?
Yeah, he loves doing it.
Would he do it for free?
He already does.
No, your dad does not do his whole thing for free.
Graphic design?
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got a job in graphic design.
Yeah, exactly. If they didn't pay him to do graphic design,
But why do you think he did why do you think he went to college for graphic design?
Yeah,
well,
right.
he had an interest in it.
Because he likes graphic.
Well,
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it for free.
But you don't go to YouTube. You don't go to college for YouTube.
He wouldn't do that for free.
You're making a completely different. He went to the real world and got a real world
Yeah.
job. YouTube isn't the real world.
For some people, it is. It's their job.
Yeah, okay, I understand that, but it's their job because they chose that.
Taking the ads away is like firing them.
It's the same thing, though. Like, you can use any example you want, Chris, but it's like somebody has a passion. One day they had a drive to pick up a camera, do something, and they did it so many fucking times. Like, most of these people, 10, 15, 20, 25 years of working at fucking McDonald's or something and doing this when they got home and fucking edited until 2 a.m. in the morning for no fucking money, not a fucking dime.
Right.
Like, look at me.
Well, that's a select handful.
That's not a select
No,
handful.
that's
That
like
is the majority.
YouTube. That's what YouTube
is.
is.
Everyone.
You're watching like the bad side of YouTube. You're watching PewDiePie and Logan Paul and all
I
that
don't watch
shit.
Logan Paul.
Well, dude,
Listen. Any of these guys that are just in it for the money now, even at one point, even if it was a small molecule of a thought, of a passion, they still had it. It wasn't like, oh, nobody gets up and does this for money. If they are just in it playing for money, they're gonna either fucking do some like business type shit or they're gonna fucking sell drugs.
No.
But like, if you're making fucking videos online, you're in it like the corrupt.
You have a
fucking,
passion.
The corrupt fucking producers, even them, like we're talking about 65, 75-year-old men that are fucking making killings. They got $10 billion in their bank accounts and shit. At one point, they had zero money and they just love movies
Okay.
and shit like that.
You guys are missing my point.
No, I think you're missing our
No,
point.
people are passionate. Then they started getting paid. Now it's 10 years later, you take the money away. Take a famous movie director, J.J. Abrams.
But hang on. Before you go there, they have the views already.
Okay.
So they have
yeah,
viewers.
you're right.
They have viewers.
Take J.J. Abrams, right? As a kid, he probably was passionate about directing or making movies.
Yeah, probably making
Eventually,
movies, yeah.
eventually he became famous. Now he's making millions of dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, take the money away from him completely. Do you think he'll keep directing for free?
I'm sure he would.
Yeah.
I'm 100% positive he would. Even if he fucking never
Now
fucking...
take every director.
His movie never went to a theater.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
it wouldn't be every director.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2% of those fucking 100% directors would never direct a movie again. But the other fucking 95% that fucking...
That love movies.
That love movies,
Okay, yeah.
they would direct movies even if they fucking had to edit it with their VHS player
know.
and watched it at home for
Now
the rest
J.J.
of their
Abrams,
life.
maybe he would take every director, every famous director out there,
We just did.
and take away their cash.
We just did.
I bet half of them would stop making movies.
About 2% of them will.
No. Not half of them. Nowhere
No.
near half.
Because that's their passion,
20%.
man. You're missing it.
Alright, 10%.
That's their fucking passion.
10%.
2%.
Just say 10.
Not even.
10's a good number.
Dude,
What about this? Like say a carpenter.
Alright, now take 10% of
He's
YouTube
crazy
away.
about building things with his hands.
Yeah.
You take away his money and he has to work at Walmart or anything, dude.
Yeah.
Are you talking about infrastructure collapse?
No, I'm
Or
saying if your job stopped paying you, you wouldn't work there.
you would have to get a new job, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't stop doing your
Yeah.
So
passion.
people would stop doing YouTube and they go to another platform that pays them.
absolutely not. They would continue to do YouTube
No, they
and go
go-
on Patreon and say, hey, pay me money. And that's exactly what's happening. Because YouTube demonetizes them, so they find another way
Well,
to make money.
Patreon has its own content too.
Right.
It's like, hey,
Yeah, they went to Patreon instead. Of course they went to Patreon.
But Patreon's not the ones paying them.
People are paying them, Joey.
The views. The viewers.
They are not.
You are a view.
Joey, They are not.
But they're still working on
Okay.
YouTube too.
But they're working on YouTube because they
Okay.
have the views.
Let me say something now. Patreon is an add-on. People still do Patreon now, and they're already making money from YouTube too.
Yeah.
So Patreon's not going to support your life. You can't live off of Patreon.
Why not?
Because you have these YouTubers with big houses, you think they're going to pay their mortgage with Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think you can at this point. I mean, it's
If you
it's
have
better than a
if you
minimum
have
wage job.
1.1 million views on the channel Teabags and he advertised a Patreon ad, there would be a percentage of that 1.1 million views that go on his Patreon and give him fucking
Joey,
money.
that's a music video. Of course it has a lot of views.
Oh my god, dude. PewDiePie's not a fucking music video, and he has a lot of views.
Yeah?
Okay, YouTube stops paying him. Goes to Patreon. It's no different. He's
You
still
see his
making
house?
money.
You
He's
see
still
his
making
house?
money.
He can't pay
He's
his
still
house.
making money.
He can't.
He's still making
Yeah,
money.
but he can't
He
support-
has the views.
He can't support the same lifestyle with
He's
Patreon.
still making money.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, if he's making content, they're gonna pay for it.
I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying a certain amount of YouTubers will quit.
You said about half of the YouTubers would quit, and I
Yeah,
respectfully disagree with
tiny
you.
Fine.
amount.
I'll say 20%.
I'll say about fucking at most 10% of the 100% would quit.
Okay, that's a big decline.
That's not, in statistic wise, that's not a big decline.
It's pretty big.
Not really. 10% of
That's
100.
fine. I think it's big. You don't think it's big.
And then that would just weed out all the fucking
Yeah,
people.
weed
that,
out the losers that are in it for the money.
Weed out the people that don't even make good content.
Are we gonna do the podcast, or are you gonna listen to stuff?
That's why indie games exist. They're passionate, but they can't make a AAA title by themselves.
Right.
They need money for that.
That's why anything.
But if you're a video game
exists.
creator, if you're a video game creator and you want, this is what happens, Chris.
You need money to make money. You can't make a video game without money.
If you're a video game creator and you create if you create a fucking Flash animation
Yeah,
game,
that's what I just said. Indie
okay,
games.
now if you create a Flash animation game,
Yeah.
and a big company's like, oh hey, I like that Flash animation game.
Yeah.
Okay, eventually the big company's gonna start paying the fucking indie company.
And what if they don't pay him? And they ask him to make games for him.
They have the resource then. So they're passionate while making fucking a video game.
I'm not going to sit there for 12 hours a day making a AAA game.
Then that's you. Then
if
you're
they're
in
not
it for
gonna
the
pay
money. Then we just
Of
discovered
course
what kind
I
of
am. That's what
YouTuber
the
you
world
are.
is.
Then that's the kind of YouTuber you are.
Yeah.
So you're super
Go
Goons.
work on the next Call of Duty and be their slave for no money.
Okay, I work on the next Call of Duty, and I have my name in the credits. That would be a dream come true.
Yeah, like you'd sit there day in and day out.
For some people, that they would. That would be like their day job.
Then you get there and you realize how fucking hard it is and you're making no money.
Can't be
You
that
said it
hard.
now, you work at a pizza place.
So do you.
Yeah? I know how the world works.
You're a little
Yeah, well, I wouldn't work at a pizza place for no money, but that's not my passion.
right. That's right.
Alright, what if a guy walked in right now to Gary and said, I love delivering pizzas, can I work here for free, please? Yeah, okay.
That doesn't happen. That's a totally different scenario than YouTube. When what YouTube is, you don't share content at a pizza place.
Yeah, maybe somebody, is passionate about cooking,
Yeah.
for example. So it's like, oh, I've crafted
Yeah,
this
but they're
whole
not
new...
going to give all their food away for free.
No, but they're gonna cook it for people they want to cook it for.
Yeah, they're
for
gonna
free.
take money like a restaurant.
If I wanted to cook you food because I loved cooking food, I would feed you food that I cooked for free, no charge, because I love to cook food.
Yeah, it just comes down
I mean,
to
you're
the
being a
whole passion.
hypocrite, kind of, Joey.
Why is that?
When we started Super Goons, every single day was, can't wait till we're famous. Let's
Yeah.
advertise this. Let's
Can't
get all
wait
this
till we're
stuff.
famous, man. Being famous and making
That's
money
the
is two
drive.
completely
That's
different
the
things.
drive,
though.
though.
But I
Getting
want to be
recognized.
famous to get recognized.
Yeah, to get right. That's the drive.
To have our content
That's
be
your
recognized.
money. That's your money right there.
It doesn't have to be money. Just the recognition of our shit getting out there is where it's at. Like, that's cool as fuck.
I mean, let's be honest.
If YouTube didn't pay me...
Super Goons took us 1 hour a day.
Okay, 1 hour on my 24-hour day. Ooh.
Some of these YouTubers spend like 5-6 hours a day on their videos.
And they make money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, but if you took the money away, I'd say they'd probably take the hours down. They'd probably work on it for less. And
Yeah, it would
but
okay,
they
so
throw out
maybe...
shittier content.
I wouldn't say shittier content. I'd say...
Yes, probably they work on it less.
I
They won't have the fun. They
I
won't have
wouldn't
the money
say
to spend.
shittier content.
They'd have to work somewhere else, and they'd probably
If
spend
anything,
less
the
time.
content would be more meaningful.
Right. I think we'd see, like I said, we'd weed out all the people that are just on there trying to make a buck.
Like the clickbaits and shit.
And then we'd see if YouTube would be 100%.
Like right back to where it started.
No, it would be 100% people who
are passionate.
like really wanted to make this. Because you wouldn't just throw something out if you're not making any money. Like for me, example.
Yeah.
Like we didn't just throw something out there. Like we really wanted to make something, so we put it there.
Yeah.
And that would be 100% what YouTube is.
You take someone that works for 6 hours a day in a video, take their money away. They might go down to making a video that only takes them 2 hours a day to make.
Yeah, maybe so.
So the quality is going to decline a little bit.
Well, it would be a less.
It would be less obnoxious.
It would be if anything, it would be a better video. Probably, it would probably be a more meaningful, less rushed.
Oh yeah, maybe meaningful, but it's not going to be as the same quality.
Yeah, it would be a different quality, but the quality would be it maybe a quality is in like 1080p or like 60 frames per second is what you're thinking, but I'm thinking like quality wise is like meaningful and from the heart.
They won't be able to
like that quality would be better in that sense. That would be that there would be quality content on YouTube. That's the definition of quality content.
Is in the editing. Editing is an art. Editing takes time.
Yeah, editing's an art. Yeah, if you gotta have an eye for it.
If you take these YouTubers that focus on editing for 6 hours a day, take away their money, they have to get a real job. They're going to spend less time editing their videos.
Right, they're going to get a real job, but they're also still going to continue to edit because that's what they like to do.
They're going to put out content less often because they're going to need more time. They got to get another job. They can spend less time on their hobby.
Yeah, well, they would have to get the job,
so
and
YouTube's
then they instead of making 18 videos a week, they would make one video a week, and that one video would be the combination of the quality of the 18 videos.
You're not going to have a video every day. You're going to have a video every week, maybe.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
A lot of people don't like. A lot of people
because they're fucking 2-year-olds who need
they're
their babysitter.
Okay, they're going to lose subscribers.
I'd rather have quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity.
It's the same quality. It just takes them longer.
No, it's going to
be even better quality.
It would be
it's gonna take
good quality.
It's going to take them longer to put out videos now.
Yeah, because it's good content, and good content takes time. Do you understand, like, what we're trying to say? Like, good content takes time.
I like watching a PewDiePie video every day.
That's you, man.
That is me.
While I can sit there for 2 weeks on end like I used to and wait for a new PewDiePie video.
That's fine.
Because it didn't matter.
You do you, I'll do me.
Well, yeah, but you.
And what you were saying about a person that enjoys editing or whatever, they get their money taken away from editing, and they have to get a job. They'll fucking work their job, and then they'll get home, and the first thing they want to do is edit.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be editing for the next 6 hours.
Go to
like,
sleep,
regardless,
go back to work.
Regardless of whether they're
going to get
or
tired,
not,
they're
that's
going to
their
get
job.
sick.
But that's how it was 10 years ago, Chris. And people still did it. There was no money in
Joey.
What do you think about before YouTube happened?
Yeah.
What do you love doing, Joey?
Playing video games. I love playing video games.
That's your hobby?
It's a hobby right now.
What's your passion? What would you do?
Regardless. Well, I like Super Goons.
Until you're on your deathbed.
Then why aren't you practicing editing right now?
Practicing editing.
If you love Super Goons so much, why don't you really get into it?
I don't have the time.
Exactly.
I work.
You just summed up my whole entire
But
argument.
okay,
you don't have the time.
I may be passionate for it, but because I don't have the time, there's difference.
You just answered my question.
No, because I have other things in front of the way. I have video games that I like to play. That's a passion of mine.
You have work. You have other things in life distracting you. These people do their hobby for work.
Okay, well then maybe I'm not really passionate about Super Goons then.
Okay, well you
maybe
just
I'm not
said
as passionate as I say I am.
Okay, you just said you were.
But for someone who's really, really striving,
hey, what are you passionate for? What's your?
I don't know. I'm not really passionate for anything right now. I'm a 19-year-old kid. I'm not fucking passionate about life.
You like photography, right?
Yeah, and I take pictures.
Why aren't you out there every single day?
Because I don't have to be.
No, because you don't have time.
No, because
take away. No,
not doing anything.
Take away your job. Say you made money just taking pictures. You'd be out there for way longer. You'd enjoy yourself more. You got a job though. You got to work. You got to sleep. You got to make food. You got to eat.
I disagree.
You would.
I post a picture now and feel good. What do I?
No, if you really got into it, if it's your passion, and you went out for hours a day and took pictures, you would enjoy that, right?
Yeah.
But you can't do that because you work.
Okay.
You don't have the time. You take the money away, they don't have the time.
But saying I'm not I'm not passionate for photography though means
you are. You just don't have the time to put up do as much as you want.
If I wanted to get a job in photography, I could.
You take YouTube's money away. These people now have to get another job, and they get to spend less time on what they love to do because they're not making money doing it. They're making their shit, but they're doing it a lot slower, and they don't have as much time to do the shit they love. You love photography.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to work in Panora's right now, you'd make money in photography. You'd be out there every day doing it.
If I had a job in photography, yes.
Yes.
Yes, but I don't.
But you love it, so why not try to get a job in it? Because you don't have the time.
That could be in my
in your future
vicinity for the future.
But if you didn't work with Panora's right now,
yeah,
you had 8 extra hours a day to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
you'd probably be.
But you know why I work at Panora's right now?
Why?
Because I have car payments and
apartments. Just like them on YouTube, they have that too. They need to get a job once YouTube doesn't pay them anymore, and once that happens, they need to take time from their passion. They got to move it to their job. Just like
I see where you're coming from. I really do. I see the spectrum you're aiming at here, and I agree. I mean. But I also disagree. Can we just agree to disagree?
Well, yeah, but that's just what I'm trying to get at. Once you
take the money, I understand, but there's factors there that play in, and there's everyone's life's different. Okay.
Yeah. Once you take money away,
saying like I'm passionate for something, but I can't do it because I don't have time.
Yeah. But if you got paid, you would have the time because you wouldn't.
That would be my job. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's their job.
Yeah, but now this is where the point breaking's down here because. PewDiePie, his job right now is YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he gets 16 million views. YouTube takes away, say demonetizes PewDiePie's channel completely. He's making no money from YouTube.
Yeah.
PewDiePie still has 16 million viewers. PewDiePie can make money by selling those 16 million viewers anything he wants, or selling a product, or PewDiePie could work for an advertisement company. PewDiePie could work for an advertisement company that's not YouTube.
Okay.
And advertise shaving blades.
Okay, I know. Well, listen,
and make money from the shaving blade.
You're taking the richest, most successful YouTuber right now. Take someone that maybe makes just enough to live, just paycheck by paycheck, right? Someone like us.
Sure.
Let's say they make $400 a week on YouTube, and they have enough to pay for their apartment and car and shit. Take that away, they have to get a real job to pay for their shit. Cut their half.
You are ignoring what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying people who need the money. Not people who are already rich and famous. People who need the money, take away the money, they have to get a job or they can't survive.
What do you mean people who need the money?
If
the small channels
I'm saying channels
aren't getting views, they're not making money anyway.
No, I'm saying not even small channels, like people with 100,000 subscribers, something like that.
Okay.
Take away their money on YouTube. Maybe they can survive for a little longer, but they need to eventually.
They still have 100,000 viewers.
Yeah, but that's not going to let them live.
If they advertise for a different company, it would.
Yeah,
they might not make as much as YouTube's paying them.
If they're not making money at all,
still making money. Budget differently.
They have to go get more advertising.
Budget differently, or get more advertisements.
They have to go to a different advertisement company. Mm-hmm. What if nobody paid anyone for advertisements on YouTube or any streaming or anything?
All right, what is the crux of the narrative here?
Yeah, I'm saying
sum it up.
Take away the money from the people who do their hobbies, and they can't do their hobbies as much as they want to. They have to go get another job that spend less time on their hobby.
Okay, now I say, to argue that, I say, yeah, they won't have as much time to do it, but they're still going to do it, and they have a passion for it.
They are, but it's going to take longer.
It's going to be different.
I know.
It could be better or worse, but it's still going to be there.
Well, it's going to take longer. It's not going to be as frequent, and they're not going to have much time to do what they love.
Okay.
So.
But it's still there.
They need to live off this, just like if you got a job in photography. You might if you say you made thousands of dollars doing photography, but everyone stopped paying you for your pictures. Mm-hmm. You might do it every once in a while, but you couldn't do it for a living.
Right. That's to go with that.
That's what I'm saying. Money. You need money to live. That's just how life works.
Yeah, you can't live broke.
Exactly.
It's a capitalistic society. To argue back to our first point. But you would continue. Right. So I know I'm never going to make any money off of music. Right. But I'm never going to stop writing songs. Right.
And if you just happen to get noticed one day by somebody,
Yeah, and then
that's
So
it.
be it.
then
So
you start
be it.
making the money. Then you could really get into music.
Right. Then you're real. Then you could just do it for a living. And you're just
Saying,
throwing shit out there.
With money, your passion can grow,
Yeah,
blossom into something better.
but I feel like,
Or it could corrupt.
or it
too.
could decline and corrupt like it does
That
for
depends
most
on the
people.
person.
Yeah,
It really doesn't depend on the person. Like to go back to the very first thing we were talking about here. It's all that shit comes down to
Well, not or
Moving.
Joe, give someone like you $1 million. Your movies are gonna go over.
Yeah, but give me $1 million. I would love to do some sort of Hollywood epic, but then all of a sudden I would have all these producers and lobbyists coming out to me like, hey, first of all, you can't do that. You can't say that. You can't write your script about this.
Right.
You need to cut this out of your movie. You need to make your movie
the way we want to see it, not the way you want to see
we
it.
want to see it. I can't just write a movie, not unless I had made like several hits, and then maybe I was working for Paramount, and then Universal picked me up, and they're like, hey, you can do whatever you
Or
want.
you
But
just
that's
start your own
rare.
fucking company.
Well, what would you do?
That's so rare.
So you would have to make the way they want it made.
That's any movie is
Yeah.
made by what the studio wants.
Yeah.
Well then, I mean, yeah, but if you're not making money, you can't do it as your job. You don't have the time to.
Right, but if you had the money there already,
You might be able
could
to
do
make
it.
your movie. It would just take a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah, it takes long right now to make a movie, but we still do them.
Yeah, but if you have the money, you get better effects, better actors, better everything.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the quality any better.
Well, I mean,
Because even without money,
I
you
mean,
could have quality
come on.
actors,
Come on.
quality camera.
I mean, Manderson is good, but then take The Dark Knight.
Yeah, but Manderson and Dark Knight are two completely different movies.
One has money, a lot of money.
Well, one's a different story for starters.
Well,
Manderson's based off a fucking detective.
let's take a detective movie, a famous detective movie.
Okay, let's do like
Sherlock
Zodiac
Holmes or
or
something.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had money, they had
Yeah.
actors, they had effects.
Yeah, therefore they had a better budget for the movie.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the passion's any better.
No, it might not be, but
Because I can take Manderson, I can put it up next
But-
to Zodiac and pull out comparisons from the
one's
two.
going to get more viewers and more money.
Well, listen. Well, take the example of The Dark Knight. Take Christopher Nolan. The dude was like in his 30s,
Yeah.
like mid to late 30s when he made that movie. When he was 19, he's probably broker than I am at the moment. Still making movies, probably better quality than I am right now.
Yeah,
I mean, he was doing it.
he may have been doing that, but it was no Dark Knight.
No, but you don't. It's art, in any art. You don't just
Yeah, it's not
immediately
like-
turn Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's
saying
not
Dark
like
Knight.
I'm an artist right now and I'm trying to match Picasso.
But, like, I know, you might have the same passion, but you're going to need money to get the effects, the actors, and published.
It's not necessarily you don't need effects, actors, and all this and that.
There's
to
a,
make- to make
there's a
really
lot
good
of movies out there that
It
like-
costs money to make a movie, though. Star Wars wasn't free to make.
Yeah, no, absolutely
The
not.
Last Jedi, those effects, some stories require effects.
Yeah, some stories do.
So
but there's some stories that don't.
You can't make something. George Lucas couldn't have made Star Wars
Yeah.
unless he
Well,
had
what
money.
about when he made American Graffiti? About
Yeah.
5-6 years before.
But what's
Star
more
Wars.
popular, Graffiti or Star Wars?
Well, obviously, but it's like, dude, he was probably working fucking some bullshit ass job,
Yeah.
and he made American Graffiti.
Well, yeah.
American Graffiti is also a different concept than Star Wars.
Well, I'm
You can't-
saying-
it-
And Harrison
apples
Say-
and
Ford,
oranges.
Harrison
Say somebody-
Ford, the star of American Graffiti, was probably working some bullshit job, and he got hired
Well, yeah.
by George Lucas.
But say someone wants to make a space opera
Okay.
with guns and explosions and
Yeah.
lightsabers.
Which I would love to do. That'd be a cool movie.
You need money for the effects.
Absolutely.
Now, you might be able to make a movie without the effects, a different type of movie, but
Yeah.
what if you want to make this the Star Wars? What if that's your passion? You can't. You
Right.
can't have those effects.
Unless you sell a script to a fucking company and they like it.
Yeah. I mean, you could make... I never watched Graffiti, the American Graffiti, whatever it is, but They probably didn't have the effects and stuff that you need. Like, if you want to make Star Wars, you need money to make Star Wars. So you're restricted by money. You could still have the passion, but there's a limit to what you can do.
But you know how that works, and I can argue that George Lucas probably made American Graffiti, got money from American Graffiti, because the views and the people who bought it.
What if he wasn't passionate?
Hang on, I'm not done.
Okay.
He made American Graffiti,
Yeah.
got money from American Graffiti,
Okay.
and put it towards Star Wars.
Now say there's someone that only wants to make space stories. That's all they're passionate about. They can't do that.
Then he would have made a very low
Budget.
tiny space movie.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the way you wanted it to. What if
Oh, right, but
what if
he-
he wanted to start off with explosions?
Okay, but he gets...
Yeah, okay, as an artist, you can't, especially a filmmaker, you
Yeah.
can't just start out.
You have to
coming out
work.
the
You
gate.
have to work with what you have.
You can't come out the
Uh-huh.
gate with Dark Knight. You can't come out the gate with Star Wars.
None of them
That's
do
just how it
either.
is.
None of them do.
Yeah. Well, I know,
Christopher Nolan didn't. He didn't start out with Dark Knight.
But
None of them did. It's
If-
like PewDiePie.
George
PewDiePie didn't
Lucas-
start out with meme videos.
Yeah, but-
What did he start out with?
like Call of Duty and shit.
An Outlast.
Yeah. Well, okay.
You see how that works, though?
if you're passionate,
You build a
yeah, but
reputation,
it's all money. You need the money to make the thing.
and you'll get the money.
And he probably didn't get any money from American Graffiti. What happened is he probably was seen by the studio that he can handle something. And the first Star Wars script, they thought it was such a joke that they just threw the entire fucking budget at him. They're like, yeah, you can fucking bomb this and your career is going to be fucking over. But he made a really good movie and people loved it.
Well,
And they already signed the rights to let him have 2 sequels because they thought it was going to be a bomb. It's like you don't get a sequel if it's a bomb.
I don't know, but I'm saying with money, things can increase. Things can get better. So you give George Lucas just a camera. What's he gonna do? He might make a movie, but
doesn't necessarily
It's not
mean
Star
it would
Wars.
be better than Star or worse than
now
Star
give him a
Wars.
few
Though.
$1 million. Now you have a space.
But okay,
space story.
but he can make a really good, passionate love film if he wanted to.
Yeah, but what if his thing isn't love film? What if
It doesn't.
What if
but
it's
it's
something that required-
filmmaking. He's going to take the opportunity if he has an opportunity for it.
But what if he's not passionate about love stories?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. That's his passion. What if his passion?
His passion would be filmmaking.
Yeah,
That would
well, I
be
don't
his
think
passion.
like
None of them
there's
have
one
a
person is like, hey, it's
Yeah,
a space story.
Filmmaking.
Like
Okay.
like one person wouldn't be like, okay,
Okay.
I got a space. I
It's
want to
fine,
do a
fine.
space story, but the company's offering me a
even
love story.
even American
Right.
Graffiti or a love story.
He'd probably fucking
You still need
cream
money.
his pants.
Yeah, like,
take
take
the
the
opportunity.
opportunity.
Like,
American Graffiti, you can't tell me it costs nothing. Probably costs
Probably cost a
What's the
couple
budget?
$1,000s.
a couple $1,000.
I have a couple $1,000s saved up.
Yeah, but
so I
not
can
everyone
make
has a
American-
couple $1,000s saved up. Some
I can
people
make
live paycheck to
American
paycheck.
Well, that was even like a studio picture. That wasn't just like, hey, his first movie.
Right.
His first movie was probably a Super 8 camera
Yeah.
from his mom.
Right.
Fucking, you know what Steven Spielberg's like first movies was? It was like a remake of The Great Train Robbery. He was like 12 years old. They were in like the backyard with a cardboard cutout of a train with fucking
Okay,
toy fucking guns.
here, American
And-
Graffiti.
Dirt flying.
The budget was $750,000, almost $1 million.
Yeah, well, look at the budget for Halloween. $300,000.
1978.
Yeah, but $300,000 is a lot of money. I can work for 20 years. The pizza.
Dude, it's not his money. It was never his money. That's
Yeah.
all. It's the studios.
But the studio,
Noticed him
yeah.
when he wasn't
Let me see
making
this.
any money.
Let me
Do
see
you
this.
understand?
What if it's the studio director's passion? He needs the money to fund it. A producer.
The studio director would be George Lucas in that.
Dude,
case.
that money's in Hollywood and has been in Hollywood since the 1890s. It's not like at one person. It's
Yeah.
in Hollywood.
Wow. It's their money now.
Well, let me look at John Carpenter's first film, which he made in film school. 1974, Dark Star. Let me see here.
Dark Star. That was $60,000.
$60,000.
His first studio film.
But that's a lot of money.
But Christian,
That's fucking pennies, dude.
That's
What if he
but-
didn't have a
but
studio? What
Christian,
if he wanted to just do this
that's a
himself?
studio film.
Yeah. But
He was doing stuff before the studio film. Do you understand?
He was
not
in
being
film
funded.
school.
He was in film school.
Yeah.
in film school.
Yeah.
Yes.
It means he had the passion
That's
to get to
just
film
movies.
school.
There's other things you need money to be better at. Or if you want to be a scuba diver, or if that's your passion.
Just go fucking
Probably
scuba
gonna-
diving.
no one's
some
gonna-
scuba diving school.
No one's gonna hand you a boat. No one's gonna hand.
But
you.
dude, okay, listen. All right, I'm gonna break down this whole narrative that you're constructing here. If you're the scuba diving fucking example here,
Yeah.
if you're a scuba diver, literally every single waking fucking penny that you made is gonna go to the scuba diving thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna be going into the fucking, say you lived around here, going into some indoor pool and going fucking scuba diving. You're watching fucking Steve Irwin videos and shit all day on YouTube. That's all you are gonna do. And you're probably, meanwhile, you're doing this, buying scuba gear and getting knowledge on scuba, this and that. You're probably going to scuba training school or whatever to go diving in the Pacific.
That was like me at 7 years old when I watched Jurassic Park and wanted to be a paleontologist.
Harrison
Ford? Right.
I went in my backyard and dug in my sandbox.
Harrison Ford came out and said he wasn't passionate about Star Wars. He didn't want it. He wanted to die in it.
Yeah, well,
But guess what? They paid him, and he did it.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm saying
he
that's-
did other movies, though,
That's,
too,
I know, but that's one of the actors
that he was passionate for.
That's an actor that, like you say,
he was passionate in the first film.
Yeah.
the first
When he
one.
had absolutely nothing.
Then he started, like, no one would hire him anymore because he was Han Solo. He was Han Solo.
You don't want to be typecast when you're an actor.
Right. So that's why he hated it. He didn't want to be Han Solo. He wanted to be Harrison Ford. But he was Han Solo. Do you understand? Do you get it or no?
Is that it for the podcast?
I mean, it was a good. We had some good arguments, but I have to disagree with most of.
I mean, that's what life is. It's
With most of them, I mean,
you can't agree with everyone you meet.
Well, I understand, and that's what makes a good argument is if you both have two opinions, and you both can back up those two opinions. Like me and Joe fought you for a little while, but you fought us back, and that's great. And I think we both brought up some very, very fair points, and I think you could look at it from both ends of the spectrum. I feel like, yeah, you can look at someone like PewDiePie and say he would stop doing it for the money. But then you could look at the other end of the spectrum and be like, okay, yeah, he would stop doing it for the money, and if he did, that makes him a sellout. And if he would still make content after that, maybe he's not a sellout, maybe he's an actual cool content creator that enjoys his passion. And that's the spectrum right there.
Oh yeah, brother.
That's the spectrum.
Oh, I have a question for you though,
What's that?
Brian.
It's late, man. Maybe. Black Ops 4. Go buy that game. That's a good game. Maybe we can get hired and... Wow, it was almost an hour podcast. Should we just make it an hour for the hell of it? Just go another 3 minutes?
I mean,
Do like a nice acapella or something?
we gotta do a nice acapella.
Yeah, like a boom, boom, boom. 2001: A Space Odyssey. How much did that movie cost? Want to look that up real quick?
Really?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how many movies did Stanley Kubrick make before that?
That's right.
Dude was in the business for 25 years.
Stanley
before that
Cooper.
movie
He
came
made
out.
some fucking cool movies too.
That man was a legend.
How much? Let's hear it.
11 million.
$11 million for Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
You know how they did some of those scenes in Space Odyssey?
That's so cheap, honestly.
Yeah, but like some of the scenes you needed the money.
I know, but like, do you know like the globe? When I told you about
Oh,
the
yeah, the
globe,
flashlight.
it was a flashlight and a globe.
Well, that was also it's back in the 70s, you know.
Yeah, they had no special
60s.
effects like back then. The 60s, yeah. There was no like fucking Star Wars
I know,
shit back then.
Yeah, like
Star Wars was the game changer.
Yeah, that was the special
'Cause-
effect
and
like,
dude,
thing.
George Lucas is such a game changer because he invented, he founded Industrial Light and Magic. And everything we saw since the 80s and on to this day, what led us to CGI is Industrial Light and Magic.
And that's George Lucas. So we have George Lucas to thank for that.
We just had nothing like...
There was, I mean, I can only imagine what our parents must have thought when they seen Star Wars for the first time.
Well, even I watch Star Wars nowadays.
Well, yeah, I know.
On the Blu-ray, and it's mind-blowing.
Thinking about what went into that.
Like, this incredible. I
Yeah.
watch all the commentaries, and they're saying, like, hey, we had matte paintings.
Yeah.
And you had these X-Wing fighters that you had to, like, fly in front of it and make it look legit. And to say it looks as good as it does is a testament to their work.
It was ahead of its time. I feel like that's a very good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, it was ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time.
It was like a 2000s movie.
Yeah. Like
It looked better than 2000s.
You can go to I could watch a 2000 movie right now that looks worse than Star Wars.
Right. Like Incredible Hulk or something.
Yeah, and you could just tell like the budget and CGI for that.
The CGI is terrible.
The passion for it, even.
Well, that's because it was a studio-driven film, and it's all about the money.
The studio wanted it. And
But George Lucas
Well,
is probably like,
I
hey,
know, but, like,
we're not doing this unless it's like this.
Like, this is my movie. Let's make it
Yeah.
how
And
I want.
That's another thing. The studio controls how someone makes their movie.
Do you know why Star Wars sucked now?
I'll take George Lucas.
Because of Disney.
Or take a filmmaker.
So they want a franchise.
Take a filmmaker that wants to make this movie. But if they join up with a studio or producer, they have to sell out and do what they want instead.
Exactly.
Now, say you take a filmmaker that wants to make the movie exactly how they want it in their vision.
Yeah.
They can't do that because they need to fund it themselves. They need to find someone to fund that. And the people that are funding it, the people that are funding it want it done a certain way.
So why can't he just wait?
Take Disney.
Why can't he make the money and then start his own thing?
Yeah. Save $1 million.
Sure.
Easy
$10 million.
Even easy enough, yeah. Just
No, after he gets hired from the company. So he makes a studio-driven movie.
He has to spend years.
Hang on a second.
Making a movie he doesn't want to make.
He makes a studio-driven movie, and then after that studio-driven movie, he can branch off and say, okay, I want to do my own fucking thing now. I want to make my own movie.
Maybe if he's lucky, maybe he has enough money to start his own
He
thing.
could.
Yeah, but he just spent years of his life depressed doing shit he didn't even want to do.
Well, what do you mean making movies you didn't want to make? Like when he has no money and he was making movies, you really think that was movies he didn't want to make?
I mean, he wanted that. Like, he probably wasn't passionate as passionate as he could have been.
Well, what do you mean? Like before Star Wars, George Lucas just
Like-
didn't want to do any of those movies?
You take a filmmaker that wants to make something. If they join up with a studio, their artistic vision is going down. They have to do what the studio wants.
You know who directed 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Who?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know?
I don't.
His name's Dan Trachtenberg.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you know what Dan Trachtenberg did before 10 Cloverfield Lane?
No.
He made a short film, posted it on YouTube. It was a short film about Portal, the game. You know Portal?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Dan Trachtenberg is a director. He directed that short film he made on YouTube. Posted for no money either, no ads on the video. He did it. I don't know where he got the funds from. Must have got it from somewhere. Don't pick up your phone yet.
There's your 1 in a million.
Well, hang on. Don't pick up your phone yet. Dan Trachtenberg made that.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams saw the name on the video. Dan Trachtenberg liked sci-fi stuff. He was like, oh, I love sci-fi.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, I'm never going to get a shot in the big leagues, so we'll start on YouTube. Okay, well, J.J. Abrams was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I like this guy.
Well, yeah. You got to get a famous
Hang on.
guy to find a
Hang on.
working with you first.
J.J. Abrams hired him.
Yeah.
Directed 10 Cloverfield Lane.
It's all based on another famous guy finding someone that's lower.
So now Dan Trachtenberg is a director in Hollywood who directed a famous movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is a studio movie, Paramount. Now he's out there. Now he's not
everyone.
But I haven't
That's your
heard.
one-
I
that's
have
one
now. Hang on a
movie.
second. I haven't heard from Dan Trachtenberg since 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. He probably can't make it on his own.
No,
He can't start up his own studio.
no, he can't. Okay, but he made money from that.
Yeah, but
made
now
money
he has
from
to
the
keep
film.
doing studio films he doesn't like.
He doesn't have to, because I haven't heard from him
I know,
since.
because he can't start it. If he had the money, he'd probably start up his own studio.
Dan Trachtenberg made a movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane. He can say that he made a
It was a great movie.
Paramount studio movie.
Yeah.
He can say
Very
that.
well directed film.
He's a passionate man. So even if he does nothing after that, he still has that one movie that he got in the big leagues with. His name's planted on that movie forever. He can go around telling people, hey,
Well, good for
I
him,
directed
but
this movie.
But if he wants to make something else now, he can't.
That's not saying he can't. What's stopping him from calling up J.J. Abrams to be like, hey, J.J., want to get together and work on something? And J.J.'s like, oh, I'm busy
That's
right
up
now.
to J.J.
Call me 2
Well,
weeks
that's
from
going to
now.
be on his resume now. Like,
Now it's on his resume.
Lane.
So he could go. He could get hired for Disney. Okay, he could go to Disney, apply for like a position.
say
in
like
director.
me and Tom are up against Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to hire him in a fucking heartbeat.
I mean, what
10 Cloverfield
if you
Lane.
have a scene that you worked really hard on, you're passionate about, and the studio's like, no, we're not doing that. You're not doing it then.
Then that's when you release the director's cut on the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
If they let you.
That's what a director's cut is. It's like his movie.
If they let you release the director's cut.
Yeah, if they let you. I guess that's a good point too. Because you got to get the okay.
I mean,
You're all in the end. You're controlled by something bigger.
Yeah, and that's the moral of the podcast.
There's no free. If you want to do what you love, you got to follow the rules.
no, unless there's the rule breakers,
Yeah, there are a few, but
which is when you make a really fucking
you need
groundbreaking film.
You need to make sacrifices in what you love. Make it big. You can't just have exactly how you want it.
It's never that way.
Like, dude, well, for example, George Romero, when he made Night of the Living Dead in 1968, there was no such thing as a flesh-eating zombie before then.
Can we give a shout out to like some crazy people in our lives?
And that was a disgusting thing.
The zombie?
So, I mean, no, like, the whole concept. That's something you don't talk about in the 60s, and he made that movie.
I want to make a quick announcement.
Very, like, controversial, too.
I want to make a quick announcement here
Seen as a classic.
Yeah.
before we end the podcast.
Okay.
There's a guy I work with, Panora's.
Oh, you work at Panora's?
Yeah.
Good pizza.
Everyone knows that now.
Yeah.
There's a man there named Bob.
Yeah.
And he recently watched our videos, and he liked them, and I appreciate it.
We should have saved that for the beginning.
This is just the kind of shout out to Bob. If he watches this whole podcast, God bless his soul.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say
Bob's a good guy.
I mean, anything you want to say about Bob.
Anything I want to say about Bob?
Or anyone else who works at Panora's.
Well, why anyone else who works at Panora's?
Or anyone in your life, really.
Oh, I'd like to thank my moms and my dad and my sister, and mainly my boss. I don't want to name any names, but he knows who he is. A cool guy.
He is probably one of the chillest bosses I ever had.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Like, I've never had any problems with him yet, so.
Yeah, good guy. Good man.
We should let Ricotta.
Any passionate people in your life that you want to just thank?
It could be an inspiration, a family member, or anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be at the end of this podcast.
We will, dude. We'll be here.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe that one person. Maybe that one
that
person.
one person who
maybe
fell
the
asleep and woke up at this.
Or maybe
time.
the one person you mentioned just decides to watch it.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm not betting on it.
I don't know,
Well,
just say it though. You know,
I'd
one day
like-
you never know.
I'd like to personally thank George Lucas for making Star Wars 1 through 6. I just picked up the Star Wars collection tonight, and I'm gonna probably head home and watch Episode 3 and fall asleep. But I gotta say, ever since Disney bought Star Wars, it hasn't been the same. So now you know what a now you know what a passionate director is versus a studio.
Maybe
director.
our next podcast will be about Star Wars. Now, you know what's crazy? We started off this podcast about fake news and went to passion. That's what we went to.
Yeah, well, it's also a moral though.
It's a wild ride.
If you actually listen to the podcast,
well, we're dragging out. We already thank people. Ricardo, are you sure you don't want to?
An hour and 7 minutes, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Chris.
No problem. Outro or?
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I can improvise. That's what being passionate's all about. Well, bring it back.
Bum,
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 bum, bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum, bum.